old will he be now?
75. That someday I see my father.
She's just like the one, sir.
I'm not losing my hope.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another vlog with Mr. Blair, and today I'm with my two new friends, and we have Rosie.
Hello.
And we have her mother, Michelle.
Hi.
Rosie reached out to me after the last video featuring Mary Ann. She wrote to me in the comment section stating that she was trying to find her grandfather, who was stationed in Olongapo between 1967 and late 1968. Maybe there's some people watching this who served on the USS Bennington with Michelle's father. And after this video goes up, guys, I'm really hoping that we can find some information for them so they can get closure.
Yes, my grandfather served in the U.S. Navy back 1960s, and we got lots of like documents and photos of him.
Right.
Way back to it, because as my mother said, they've been like going to America like way back to 1970s, and the papers is already prepared. But when my grandpa flew back to the station for like it was like U.S. Navy in U.S. Bennington ship, and it was just like the communication was cut off because of the address.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just like there's like a letter been like addressing like February 1969. It was like asking about like what's just like the specific address that they made, because there's still like papers that they've been like going to sign for like they're ready to go into America. So this is like my grandfather looks like when he was like, I think maybe 18 or 19 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Michael E. Robinson, and the
Yes.
E is Emmanuel.
Yes. He was like first in the Vietnam, and then he came to the Philippines.
Right.
And after that he went to, he's stationed in Japan.
Okinawa? Like,
Yes, he
Okinawa.
got like
This is from
Okinawa letter.
Okinawa, Japan.
Oh yeah, Okinawa,
So
Japan.
he'd obviously bought that paper in Japan and then wrote a love letter to your mum
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
whilst
sir.
he was on the ship.
Yeah.
I give my warmness thankful to our Almighty Father deep in my heart. I'm very thankful, and I'm not losing my hope.
Guys, welcome back to the Leah and Blair Slog. We're back with Rosie and Mam Michelle. And also Leah May is with us today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, the video went up a week ago
Yeah.
and we have some news for you. We have found your father and he's alive.
Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Before I put the video up, myself and Leah May were searching Facebook for days and nights, and it's a very, very common name, Michael Robinson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
Very,
really,
very common.
It is really hard to find. Like Blair put a lot of search effort, time, like sleepless night, but
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Yeah. I was looking at Los Angeles, which was the last known address that we had. Nothing came up. Hundreds of Michael Robinsons, nothing came up. And then I decided to try Washington, where the mother's last known address, your great-great-grandmother in Seattle, Washington. So I put in Michael Robinson, but I changed the name from Michael to Mike because I realized that he had been signing the letters with Mike. So I put in Mike E. Robinson in Seattle, in Washington, and I was scrolling through the pictures, and somebody came up with their picture, profile picture, wearing a US Navy hat. So I clicked on it, I showed Leah May, and I said, Leah May, this is the same name, he's wearing a US Navy hat. The last post was 2016, and as we scrolled through the profile, down on what he had posted, there was a post there, and he said that he had served in Asia in the US Navy, and he had received 2 bronze medals,
So
2
it's
bronze medal awards.
so it's a sign.
So that was a sign that clicked in my head, because we still didn't know that this was the correct Michael Robinson.
Yeah.
And I had remembered that under the Freedom of Information Act paperwork that they had received back in 2015, it had stated there that Michael E. Robinson was awarded 2 bronze star or bronze medals.
Yeah.
So that connected. but there was no way to message. The last post had been 2016, so I proceeded to look through the friends list, and the friends list wasn't hidden. And there was about maybe 30 or 40 people on the friends list. There was only one or two Robinsons. Everyone else had like different last names.
Yes.
And I reached out. I sent about 20 messages. Didn't have any reply for maybe 24 hours, 36 hours. So I still was unsure whether this was the right Michael Robinson.
Yeah.
And then somebody replied to me, basically saying, "Who are you? What do you want?" And I said, "The story, my name is Mr. Blair. I'm in the Philippines. I'm trying to search for a Michael E. Robinson. Do you know him?" And she said, "I have a great uncle who's called Mike." And I said, "Did you serve in the US Navy?" And she said, I'm unsure. I don't know. I'll need to check." So she came back to me the next day and she said, "I've confirmed he served on the US Bennington. The person that you're looking for with the paperwork that you've sent to me with the date of birth, the marriage contract, that is my great uncle and he's alive." Yeah,
No.
myself and Leah May were in tears when we got this information.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
want to tell you straight away because they don't know where he is. They
Yeah.
can't find him right now.
But
He travels around a lot and they don't have a lot of contact with him. What I can tell you is your father had a brother and a sister.
yes.
A brother and a sister. But unfortunately, both the brother and the sister have passed away. So Mike is the last, your father's the last survivor. But he's 75, he's alive, and they are still trying to track him down. So we haven't got a message to Mike as yet.
Yeah, the family is working on it, trying to track him.
So I've been talking to a girl who's 25. Her name's Antoinette. Antoinette, if you're watching this, thank you so much for replying to my Facebook message and not blocking me like so many other people have done in the past. You listened to me. I managed to calm you down and said that I was looking for a Michael E. Robinson, and you were so gracious to listen a little bit more and start asking your father if he knew where his uncle was.
Hi Michelle, hi Rosie. My name is Antoinette Robinson. I am the niece of Michael Robinson. I just wanted to start by saying that I'm truly very excited to meet both of you. We can connect Messenger, Facebook, whatever way that you guys would like to communicate, WhatsApp, we can make that happen. I'm very excited to welcome you guys into the family. I'm very excited that we even have family in the Philippines. I know, Michelle, for you, that this has been a long journey for you. And I just send my heart out to you. I know it may not have been easy to go your whole life searching for your father. And I'm overjoyed that Blair was able to reconnect us. I'm really happy that you were able to, close some pieces off for you to know where you came from and know your family. I'm very, very, very excited for that, for the future, and whatever we can make of it. When Blair first messaged me, I was a little hesitant. I was a little bit unsure because I get a lot of messages just randomly. So Blair's message didn't really stand out from anybody else's message. I just was going through them, opening messages to see what was what and who was who. And when I opened the message and I seen it was asking about my uncle Mike, I didn't really know much information about him being on the US Bennington or anything regarding his Navy career. So that for me, I was a little lost, and I just told Blair like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't know." And luckily I did not block him. I just told him that I didn't know, and I left the conversation at that. Luckily, Blair was very adamant to at least try to confirm if the Michael that I was on my page was the same Michael that you guys were looking for. And he is an angel to continue to keep searching, to continue to keep messaging me to say, "Hey, no, just hear me out. I have some very important information." And I'm just overall grateful for Blair, grateful for you guys for reaching out, grateful for you guys to continue to search, to hold on to that picture for so long means a lot. after finding out about you and seeing the video, I started calling my family. I called my uncle, I called my auntie, I called whoever I could that I knew might know where my Uncle Mike is or where he might be, and the people that knew him the best. So I called everybody, and unfortunately, some people didn't really understand what I was talking about. They kind of were saying how, like, Antoinette, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? And so it was me kind of just having to convince everybody, like, no, she looks like Uncle Mike. Like, I think this is my big cousin. And Rosie, you would be my big cousin too. So yes, I've been calling the family and just telling everybody, like, hey, I think I have a new cousin. I think I have a big cousin out there in the Philippines. And I'm sure to everybody it sounded super crazy, like, OMG, what is Antoinette saying? She has a cousin in the Philippines. Yes, we know you're Filipino. And I was not talking about my side. I was talking about my uncle's side. And like I said, I'm very excited to meet you guys. I think it's really cool that you guys were able to hold on to even the documents from my Uncle Mike being in the Navy. Those are things that we can preserve for our family for years to come and be able to share with them as well. You've shared new information with me that I didn't know, and I hope I can do the same for you. I send my heart out to both of you. As I said, I don't mind coming to the Philippines. I don't mind setting up whatever we need to set up. I'm very excited. I love you guys. Much love.
They had never even known if Michael was still alive. This was a very special moment for both of them. Michelle and Rosie never knew about any relatives.
No words.
So thank you, Antoinette, for answering my Facebook messages.
Like, Antoinette, like, no words. Like, really, I do. Like, for the past 55 years, we've been like keeping. I said to Sir Blair, like, this is like the golden ticket we've been like keeping for the longest time. Sorry. I just like thank God for hearing our prayer for the longest time.
Stay tuned to the Leah and Blair Slog as Michelle and Rosie speak to Michael Robinson after 55 years. Hello! Hello, we finally have you! After all of this time.
And I was frustrated. And I was trying everything I could do.
Whoa! Hello, sir! Through the Leah and Blair Slog, you're about to see Michael E. Robinson chat with his daughter Michelle and his granddaughter Rosie. Come with me for this emotional reunion. Rosie, how are you feeling?
Hi.
Are you nervous? Are you excited?
It's like mixed emotion. I'm starting to cry again, sir.
Yeah.
For the longest time.
Rosie had seen my video about Mary Ann and put in the comments that she was also looking for her grandfather.
Oh, Sir Blair, my mom is Phil. We're living in Naga, Cebu also. We keep praying and hoping he's still alive or any update. Many thanks, sir. God bless.
And here we have your mum,
Hi,
Michelle.
guys.
After, how long has it been? A month since? It's been a month since we did your video.
Yes.
And we managed to find your father and he's alive.
Thank
He's
you,
in
sir.
San Francisco. We've managed to track him down. We've got his cell phone number, and today, through the power of technology, we're about to give him a call and you're about to speak to your father. For 55 years, Michelle had kept all of the love letters that her father wrote to her mother.
And with kind permission from Michelle, you may like to read one of Mike's love letters addressed to his wife Teresita, written in 1968, except it's a little bit too hot for me to narrate here.
This is an extremely emotional reunion, guys, because Michael thought that they had died in a typhoon.
28 Filipinos die in Typhoon Viola, Luzon, where many towns were isolated by swollen rivers and washed away.
Because he was told by the International Red Cross that you had perished. Sir, your daughter's alive and she's been looking for you. Yeah, 50 years ago. You left the Philippines in 1968, sir. 1969. So, sir, Michelle has been looking for you. Your daughter, she's alive.
Ever since she was a young girl, Michelle had always prayed that one day she would see her father.
On a bus, I'm traveling, so it's very hard to hear you properly.
I spent days and weeks searching through thousands of Michael Robinsons.
Her mother has passed away, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry to give you this information, but her mother passed away.
And Michelle's mother never remarried again.
Nice to meet you. She loves you. She's kept your pictures for all of this time, sir. 55 years.
I was not going to give up in trying to find Michael E.
I will
Robinson.
send you the information for the YouTube video, and then I will call you back tomorrow morning, your morning. I'll call you tomorrow morning, Mike. Okay.
I had just found Michael E. Robinson.
So he was in shock when I called him. I was travelling up through Samar on the bus on my way to do another story in Olongapo. And the signal was bad, but I managed to have a couple of minutes with him and he was in shock. I gave him the YouTube video link and he watched the YouTube video. And when I got back last week, we've made contact through a video call. And now here we are at your house. We're about to connect Michael E. Robinson, your father, and his daughter Michelle. How are you feeling? You're
Nervous.
Nervous?
Excited.
Hello! Hello, we finally have you after all of this time. Whoa! Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're looking good. Is it cold there? Is it cold?
No, it was raining like hell yesterday, but it's all right tonight.
Okay, sir.
Just cold.
Sir Mike, I'm about to turn the phone around and you're about to see Michelle, your daughter.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
Okay, they're sitting down as well. I'm about to turn the phone around. You're about to see your daughter, sir, after 55 years.
No kidding.
Yep, here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Hi, Pops. Hi.
Hi, Pa.
Sorry.
They thought you were dead.
I know that. I'm too old and too crotchety and a grouch, and I ain't gonna die.
You're very good for 76.
You didn't look like 76, Pops. Very handsome guy.
How you doing?
We're doing
Fine.
good. Thank you. Let me introduce myself. I am Rosie, the daughter of Michelle.
Yep.
Hi, Pa.
How you doing, baby?
I'm fine.
I'm outside. I was getting ready to catch a cab and go down to the Google store. Somebody help me out so I can make this phone call. Now I don't have to catch a cab. I don't have to go. I was trying to go down to the store.
I don't know what to say.
They're in shock. They're in shock, Mike. They don't know what to say. They're sitting here crying, but they've been trying to find you for
I
us.
told you. I told you it's rough, man. After all this time, and I find out they're alive, and Red Cross had told me that the typhoon came in and the house was destroyed, but you guys were dead. And it was a screw up, and then the Navy put me in a hospital. I got out of the hospital in Long Beach, and then I went to the VA hospital because I was out of the service.
These girls are very emotional, Mike. They watched my YouTube video on Mary Ann, another lady that was looking for her father, and they're from the same city, would you believe? And they reached out to me and said, we're also looking for my grandfather. That was Rosie saying she's looking for her grandfather. His name's Michael E. Robinson. They gave us all the information, the marriage certificate, the birth certificate of Michelle, and it took me about a week to find you through Facebook. So luckily you had a Facebook profile. I think your last post was 2016. But when I saw you wearing the navy hat and you look so much like Michelle, I knew it was you. And then Antoinette reached out to us. And then we did a video call with Antoinette, and she confirmed that you were her great uncle.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Rosie. My name is Antoinette Robinson. I am the niece of Michael Robinson, and I'm overjoyed that Blair was able to reconnect us.
And gave me your contact number, and then that's when I called you last week when I was on the bus.
Oh boy, this is a shock.
I know. That's why we're like so emotional. We see you for the longest time, Pops, and which is good. and I can see you very clear, Pops. I can see you like handsome. How handsome you are. Oh, diba?
You're on the Big Island. I'm outside because I was, like I said, I was gonna catch a cab.
Yeah.
Go down to the Target store and get somebody to help me with international calls. Oh boy. But finally we got hooked all up and everything. Look at that face.
I know. But sometimes I'm just like speechless because I don't know what to say. Like, it's...
Yep, I see you.
Mama was just like so speechless, Pops. She, it's been like 55 years, Pops, and how amazing God works, like how Sir Blair doing like this for just like 2 months, I think, sir, right? It's like keeping it, and she was like waiting for you to come back. It was just like the miscommunication, Pops. And she never married. She never, after you. When you left, she never been married again.
Yep.
That's Mama said. I know. And yeah.
Yeah, that was my heart.
From 1969, Michael had been told that they had perished in a typhoon. He had lived the rest of his life in America thinking that they were dead.
Alright, there's wipe your eyes.
We're gonna be like, no words, Pops. It's like for the longest time. Mama was like, dreaming for this. I keep praying for it.
As time went on during the video call, it became obvious that it was getting too emotional for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
The girls are very happy here. Very, very happy to see you.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mike?
You know.
Pops, thank you. Keep safe.
Take care, Mike.
Yeah, he's out na already, sir.
Yeah,
Ayan, bye! Bye, pa!
Bye.
Bye, Papa.
Alright,
no, no.
bye-bye.
Love you. And miss you. Take care you also.
Michelle had been reunited via a video call with her father, Michael Robinson, after 55 years. When will Mike come to the Philippines? Stay tuned. Show some support to the Leah and Blair Slog just by subscribing.